Just waiting for Sabrina to show up. God, there's people in here. Hey, Dana. Look what I got today. It actually got delivered to the crackheads, but they brought it over without opening it. I'm impressed. Oh, I just stuck my thumb in my soda. Now I have thumb-flavored Diet Thunder. Yay, Sabrina's here. You make sure my drink doesn't fall. Okay. Yay. Let's get opening. I made sure I had scissors to open it this time. Sabrina spoils me. Hi, Eric. Almost there. Oh, come on. Last little bit of tape never wants to open. And more hidden tape. There we go. Aha. Look at this. Yay. Hi, Sandy. Got the card. It does not want to come out of the envelope. There we go. Oh, look at the pretty flower. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, cats heard this and immediately come over. Treats for the cats. They are going to be so thrilled. See, Max, right here, has to be in the middle of it. Little Miss is watching from the window. But Max thinks anytime that there is, hi Brenda, and hi Karen, I didn't see you come in. Anytime that there's plastic rattling, Max thinks it's his, whether or not it is. Oh, they will love this stuff. We have, it's a different brand, but we have stuff like this. Oh, be careful driving and watching me. They love this stuff. Okay, these little sparkly balls, Max loves those. Those are like the only type of balls he plays with. Little Miss is indiscriminate. She will play with anything, including my arm. So let's that. Actually, let's come here. Come back here. Oh, it's resealable. Oh. Yeah, see, Max is like, okay, this has got to be for me. I don't know if you can see him right over there. I still didn't get it open. Yeah, I will go look for it, Sandy. Oh, Little Miss is coming out of the window now. Max does not like to eat from my hand. Little Miss. Oh. Nope, Little Miss likes them. Here you go, Max. Okay. Oh, look at this magazine. With Let's Get Crafting, Knitting, and Crochet. It's got yarn and needles in there. Awesome. Yay. Chunky yarn. Look at this. Squishy. See, I have to get so hard for me to get used to how you guys do like by grams. Because this is 50 grams. I guess that's close to it. But I'm used to Little Miss is eating the tape off the box. What are you obsessed with tape for? My cat's got issues. I like it. It's soft. Mohair. I have not ever worked. Okay, well, actually, I had mohair one time, but it was super tiny and super, super thready, kind of. I mean, fibers coming off of it, so I couldn't figure out how to knit with it. This looks like it'd be easy, like I could figure out how to knit and crochet with it. That's cool, and I love those colors. Kind of a brick red. Hi, Rose. Hi. Is it Hermelinda? Am I pronouncing that right? Quit eating the tape. This one eats tape. And also, okay, you see those boxes right there? I lost Little Miss for an hour last night because she was hiding inside the inner box. And all I could finally see when I did find her is these tiny little ear tips sticking over. She's in there for an hour. I don't have a big apartment. I mean, you pretty much, there's the kitchen and bedroom, and then that's the rest of it. I mean, that's it. And I could, for an hour, I'm freaking out going, how did she get outside? I haven't opened the door. The windows don't open. Well, I don't open the windows. And I was freaking out because I couldn't find her. She's in that little box. And all I could see was ear tips. She's a twerp. Dana, my favorite kind of yarn, probably actually the Bernat Maker Home Deck. This is my favorite right now. It's like jersey t-shirt material. And I've been making, market bags out of it. But other than that, my favorite kind of yarn is, yes. If it's yarn, I like it. Oh, look at this. More mohair. I'm going to have all kind of fun projects I get to do. Hi, Kim. Hi, Janet. Wait, Drew's in here? I didn't see Drew come in. Does it somehow say Drew's here? Hi, Handmade Designs. Yeah, doesn't look like Drew's in here. Oh, this one is pretty. That kind of a steel blue. It's more muted than what it looks like on camera. I like it. We got chunky tweed. I don't know what it is about tweed that's always fun to work with. I don't know if it's the Flexicolors or what. That's okay, Janet. I took sleeping medicine last night. I took I took I can take half a pill to a whole pill. It's trazodone. So I took a half a pill at 9 o'clock, and at 10 o'clock I was still awake, not even sleepy. So I took the other half, and at midnight I was still wide awake. Hey, Farah. Um, I don't know what time I fell asleep, but it very well may have been right after I felt like I was wide awake at midnight. I did not want to wake up this morning. And I only got out of bed because my sister messaged saying she was on her way. So I got up and scrambled and got the litter box done and get the cats fed and showered and everything. And then as I get in the shower, she said she had to wait for a friend to bring her house key over. So I ran and ran and ran, and then now I get to wait, which is fine. Oh, like this, like a burnt orange. This will be fun making a scarf or a hat for autumn. Like those. Look, we've got 4 of these. Oh, no, we've got 2. They're 2 different colors. We've got 1 gray and 1 light bluish gray. I've never worked with yarn this big, but I recently got hooks big enough to work with yarn this big, so I'm excited to find a nice project to do. I love my sister. She is awesome. She's the one that took me to Mexico. So yeah, so I definitely have a nice sister. We have to go out to her house in Wolf, which is like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive, depending on if we take the scenic route or not, to meet with a realtor. She's selling off some of her land. So if anyone wants to live out in the middle of nowhere, we've got some land for sale. Hey, Bill. I don't know if Drew's in here. I'm the Derek half of the why does my settings somehow keep coming up? The live stream when I was setting it up kept trying to do some weird thing with me this morning. And so I'm wondering if it's showing the Derek and Drew show. I'm not sure. Great. Janet, what do I do with most of my projects? Give most of them away. I make stuff for the sake of making it. Some of the things like the market bags, I mean, I keep them. And I have a hat and a scarf that I've made. I make toys for the cats. But a lot of stuff I make to give away. And because the process of, okay, thanks, Karen. The process of knitting and crocheting helps with the depression and the anxiety. And I mean, you have to be mindful while you're doing it. Otherwise, you're continually going back and fixing stuff. But it helps with the mindfulness, which helps with the depression and anxiety. Plus, seeing something actually get produced helps with, it helps with the depression because I can actually, I don't feel like I'm just wasting my time. I mean, I like to color, but coloring it, to me, a lot of times it feels like it's a waste of time because you don't really have anything at the end of it except a coloring sheet. But with knitting and crocheting or with diamond painting, you have something at the end of it. So having something at the end of it's just a bonus. So if I give it away or donate it or whatnot, then it's, that's just a bonus. And I get a kick out of giving something to someone and seeing them get happy with it. And look what I have. I have, what did you call this? The Derek Cardi? Yep, the Derek Cardi. This is the, Sabrina made me a guy's version of the Melody Cardi. Look at this. It is soft and warm. And I'm going to put it on. And I like oversized. So. Oh, and it smells good. Is that what your house smells like? Your house smells good if that is. course, it's not really going to go with my sweatpants that I'm wearing, but I don't care. I didn't work on my version of the cardi yesterday. Perfect. I love it. I'm going to be wearing this thing constantly. Hi, Cynthia. I didn't work on mine yesterday because I worked on started the hat, not hate hat. And I like the pattern. This one when it's done, I get so tired of the front post, double post. But that's what I spent most of yesterday working on. Or yesterday evening by the time I got home. I love this. And Sabrina, you do smell good. Yeah, the hat. No, I'm not much for one for getting into like the different challenges that people do, the granny square and the whatnot, and because sometimes it's like I'm just not interested in it. But the whole concept between the anti-bullying, I mean that's kind of a thing to. I was picked on growing up, and I mean I was picked on at home, and then I was picked on at school. But school was my escape. But I mean, school wasn't always fun for me just because of getting picked on. But I also kind of brought on some of I'm not going to say I deserve the bullying, but I can see where I got bullied just because I was the kid that I didn't have social skills. I didn't have good hygiene. I wasn't taught good hygiene until I was a teenager. So a lot of the stuff that you learn as a kid, that just you're brought up, most kids are brought up knowing, like I didn't learn till as an adult or closer to an adult. So that's why. Hang on. Thought I heard someone knocking at the door. I was looking to see if my sister was out there. So part of the reason why I had so many problems was just because of my upbringing, and so I'm learning now how to regulate my emotions, how to be socially acceptable. So but yeah, the hat not hate project actually means a lot to me. So plus I don't think it's fair that now they have cool nerds. You can be a nerd and be cool now. I get it, but I just would kids nowadays so many ways have life they have their own problems, but life is a little bit things are so much more accepting for them, I guess is how I'm going to say it. I'm not going to say it's easier for them, but all the things that I used to get bullied for as a kid, not all of them, but a lot of them are acceptable now. So and Sabrina, on your tutorials, I've found obviously I've got the one for making the back, and then I've got the one for making the sides. Is there a buttonhole one maybe? And is there any other tutorials that I need to go hunt down for the cardigan? So let me find where I am on mine. This is what I've got so far on mine. With all my stitch counters at the bottom that I used to keep track of at first that I'm not doing anymore. Okay, so I will have to go look for the bands and collar one. Because I've got them set aside in a separate playlist, so I can easily find them. I think I have a mental block on the moss stitch because generally when I'm that far into a project that's the same, stitch, I get to a certain point and I can go by the beginning and ends and I don't have to count. This one, I have to count every single row. But it's not bad. I like it. Now that I figured out how to do the moss stitch, that thing gave me fits. Yeah, I like gray. I like use a 4mm hook. Okay. Bye, Farah. Where are you that it's dinner time? I haven't even had breakfast yet. It's almost lunchtime though, but so now I get to find space. But I think it's fun having to find space for new yarn. I need to get work moving faster on projects. Saudi Arabia. Oh, I would love to hear what life is like over there. When I went to see the doctor yesterday, he's a nurse practitioner, so he couldn't prescribe anything that was a narcotic or certain category of narcotics, which Vyvanse would be in that category that he's not allowed to prescribe. I am in Oklahoma, Janet, if that's where you're asking, if I'm who you're asking. But I went, but when I'm planning on having my first giveaway when I'm calling it the monetization giveaway. Just when I'm eligible to apply for monetization, that's when I'm going to do my first giveaway. But I'm going to do an Amazon card because I figure not everyone that watches me wants yarn. Some people may want something else. So that way they can get what they want. But so as long as you have Amazon, you'd be able to participate in that one. But anyway, so seeing the doctor, talking to him, and I went in knowing I'm going to have to get referred from the nurse practitioner level to the actual medical doctor level. I knew that because, obviously nurse practitioners are limited in what they can do. And so we're changing an antidepressant, and I have to wait for my mail order pharmacy to deliver it. But I go back in 2 weeks and hopefully we'll be able to see the medical doctor soon and get on Vyvanse so that my ADHD will get under control. And fair, don't tell people I'm sweet. I try to maintain my cranky old man attitude or reputation. Hi, Dell. So hopefully I can get on Vyvanse and get the ADHD under control so that I can actually finish a project, because the way things go right now is I will have YouTube playing on the TV. What part of Oklahoma, Janet? I have YouTube playing on the TV. I will be knitting or crocheting. I will most likely be playing with a cat and playing a game on my phone all at the same time. Hi, Woods Family Homestead. So that's why it takes me forever to get projects done, because I'm doing 20 things at once. And that's generally with me trying to stay focused. I mean, that's why the Whip Mystery has so many projects on it. It's because I will switch between projects all the time. Plus, I have a diamond painting that I'm in the middle of working on that's over in a different corner. So I know this is kind of going to be a shorter live stream. I know a lot of people do them for super long times, but I wanted to get on, and I haven't tried. See, this is me being scatterbrained. I haven't tried CBD. My sister has a weed card. Green. I tease her and say she has her green card. And I think it helps her. I know that years ago when I worked at a bar, someone gave me a joint for my birthday, and I could not get stoned. It had no effect on me. So I'm curious what CBD would do, but before I look into that, I'm going to wait to see the doctor, because with some of the other stuff going on, it may not be the best thing for me, or they may say, hey, you should really try this. So yeah, Sabrina is awesome. I love this thing. And I have to tell my sister she can't have it. So, but anyway, I wanted to be able to open this on screen so Sabrina could see it, and I'm really excited about it. And my brain just rebooted. Sorry. Any suggestions? Yeah, don't come to Oklahoma. No. Oklahoma has, if you're into things like cowboys and whatnot, we've got like some like the National Cowboy Hall of Fame, but I mean, if you're coming from, not from under, I would suggest go to our bombing memorial. I mean, not for the gruesome aspect of it, but that was the one thing that made everybody proud to be, I mean, the way that we pulled together after the bombing was the one thing that made everyone proud to be from Oklahoma. Other than that, I mean, it's a flyover state for a reason. Now, I know that out by, we don't really have that much draw for our state. We've got like our biggest amusement park is not even really that big. But I would suggest checking out the bombing memorial when you're here. There's a museum and everything. I haven't been into the museum, but it just still amazes me, for as long ago as it was, how many people still come and check out the museum and the site and everything. So, hey, Teresa, you made it in right as I'm about to end it. I was my ADHD was trying to wind it down, and I can't get my brain to quit rebooting. But I just wanted to be able so that, Sabrina could see me open it and see me fall in love with this cardigan, and make sure my sister doesn't try and steal it from me when she comes over. Texas has more stuff to do. Austin, Texas is awesome. Dallas has more things to do. If you're looking for, now, it would be cheaper to host people in Oklahoma than in Texas. But my cats are doing weird things back there. Texas has a lot more cultural stuff to offer than what Oklahoma does. But Oklahoma would probably be cheaper to stay at than Texas would be. Adele and I have been live for half an hour now. So, anyway, I am going to let you go. I will be, thank you, Teresa. I will be live on Friday, just chilling out while I knit or crochet or whatever project I'm working on. So I will do that for a little bit on Friday, and then Saturday evening we'll do the Drew and Derek or the D&D show. I don't know which D gets to go first. Yeah, that's Max. The one I was just holding. Oh, and he's got hair tickling my nose now. That's maximum effort. He's the one that didn't know how to be a lap cat until I got Little Miss. So, but anyway, thank you guys for hanging out and watching Sabrina spoil me. And I will see you guys again in a couple days. And I'll have another video tonight. Bye.